Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name is Cece Davis, and I will be coaching you through the 3-week yoga retreat. I so wish that we could take an actual retreat and go somewhere for 3 weeks. Wouldn't that be wonderful? But everything we do will either be in this app or online on the Beachbody On Demand website. So I just want to take a couple of minutes and introduce myself, tell you some things about the program, and then actually go into the website and show you how you're going to access the workouts and the information that comes along with it. So again, my name is Cece. I am a health and fitness coach. I started my own company about this time last year. It's called Soulshine Mom. And I had my own health transformation. I was in a group very similar to the group that we are doing now, and I was miserable when I started. I had put on about 12 pounds. I had zero energy. I was pretty much napping every day and putting my kids in front of the TV. And I was out of shape, just very sluggish. I can't remember if I've said this. I had stomach problems. I have a herniated disc in my low back. I just really was a mess health-wise on the inside. And I just wasn't happy with myself. So I heard about this group. I joined it. And I had just this amazing health transformation, so that by the end of my transformation, and really there wasn't an end to it, it's still ongoing, but I decided to become a coach myself. I felt so amazing. I lost 12 pounds. I gained so much strength and energy. I was in shape, or I am in shape, and I certainly don't feel like I'm getting ready to turn 44 at this point. So it was amazing. I became a coach myself, so I've spent the past year helping other, mostly women and a handful of men, but mostly women, discover their own health and fitness journeys and help them with their own goals, whether it's to lose weight in inches or to get in shape and get fit and gain strength, or maybe just to eat healthier and feel better or do a cleanse. So kind of anything related to health and fitness I've been helping women out with for the past year in these online groups. I love it. I have a huge passion for it. I'm a strong believer in it. There's so much accountability and support that comes from these groups. And I'm just really excited now to be able to do a yoga program. It's definitely something that has been missing from my life. I have done yoga on and off for the past 20 years. And every time I do it, I feel amazing. I feel amazing. It's not just a physical thing, but it's also an emotional and a psychological thing. It just, this calmness and groundedness just comes over me, and I feel so much better. So what happens is, what my journey all this past 20 years, I'll do yoga and I'll be really into it. I'll be like, oh, this is amazing. I love this. I love it. I love it. And then for whatever reason, I stopped doing it, and then something causes me to get back into it. And then I'm like, oh, why have I not been doing yoga this whole time? Why did I ever stop? Why? This is amazing. And so this time I'm sticking with this. I'm incorporating this yoga program into my workout routine, and it's just going to stay, because now that I am almost 44, I can tell you, I think when I was in my 20s, I didn't fully appreciate the physical part of yoga. I kind of thought that it was easy. I was very flexible. I was in shape. It didn't make me feel like I was getting a workout necessarily. I did recognize and appreciate it for, what it brought to, my inner well-being. I did always feel very calm and peaceful afterwards. I'm a very anxious person. Not a lot of people know that about me. I think I hide it very well. I've always suffered from anxiety. I'm a worrier. I get stressed. I'm a perfectionist. I'm type A. I mean, I have a very long list of reasons why I should do yoga. And so I could definitely appreciate and recognize when I was in my 20s that it helped me with those things. It brought me this sense of peace and calm. Anytime you focus on your breath and you just get centered and calm, it's a really, really good thing. So I'm happy to be back doing this. It's actually been the secret dream of mine to be a yoga instructor, but I'm also a very silly person, and all the yoga instructors that I've ever had just always seem so very serious and take themselves so seriously, and I just didn't think that was for me. So I appreciate y'all indulging me and letting me guide you through this. I will not be teaching any yoga to you, but in a way I'm kind of living out this yoga teacher fantasy of mine to be able to guide you through this. So what else do I want to tell you about me and yoga? The very first yoga class I ever went to, I was very, very intimidated, even though I am super flexible, or I was really, really flexible in my 20s. I went, the room was dark, there were candles, there was incense, there was music, there was chanting, and at the end they sang this song that I didn't even know what language it was in, and everything was just very overwhelming, and I kind of felt like I wasn't cool enough to do yoga. But I kept going back, and I loved it, but there was still just this level of discomfort, I guess you could say. Maybe that's why I never stuck with it. But the yoga that you will get from 3-week yoga retreat, they've made it very basic. There is no chanting. There is no, they don't even say namaste at the end. It's all very basic, simple yoga that is approachable if you've never tried it before. Now, if you have tried yoga before, like me, I think you'll still enjoy it. I've tried some of the workouts already. They are great. They are challenging. I think the great thing about yoga is there is no bad yoga. If you're doing yoga, it's a good, healthy thing for you. So I think you're still going to get the benefits, even if you've done a lot of yoga in the past. I think you're still going to enjoy it and get great benefits from it. So let's talk about the yoga program. I know I'm forgetting to tell you things, and so just throughout this program, I'm going to probably just throw out stuff. I don't want to keep you too long, but I want to be able to, get you set up so you feel comfortable to start the program on Monday. So I'm going to show you where to find all this information, but once you get onto the website, you will see some information that you can download or you can print out as well. There is let's see if you can see that, quick start guide. There is a pose tracker, and then there's a calendar. I definitely think if you can print out the calendar, that's probably a good idea, just to go ahead and print that out and have it. I'm very visual. I like being able to post this on the refrigerator so I know what's coming up. And just to let you know about the program, it is a full 21 days of yoga with 21 separate yoga workouts. So we start on Monday with week 1, day 1. That is foundation week. It's led by Vitas, I think is his name. There are 4 yoga experts leading all of these workouts. Vitas is the first one. Again, he does foundation. This is all described in detail in the quick start guide, but he's going to teach you the basics so that you have a good foundation. So then in week 2 and 3, you kind of build upon that. Week 2 is expansion week, and that's when Elise comes in. And again, she's going to expand from week 1. Week 3, it's going to be Ted, who I know and I've had the pleasure of meeting. He's amazing. He's been in some of Tony Horton's P90X3 videos. So if you've ever done any of those, you might recognize him. He is doing progression week, and that's when he's really going to challenge you, ramp it up so that you can see how far you've come in 3 weeks of yoga. On the weekends, it's Faith, and she does a relax workout on Saturday, and then Sundays there are these Take 10 workouts. There are 3 Take 10 workouts. You can pick 1, you can pick 2, you can do all 3. And each day there is a theme for each day, whether it's week 1, 2, or 3. You're going to do core on Mondays, stretch on Tuesdays, balance on Wednesday, flow on Thursdays, flow on the go on Fridays, and that's just basically taking where flow leaves off on Thursday and kind of stretching you a little bit further, pushing you a little bit further to challenge yourself. And then relax on Saturdays, and like I said, Take 10 on Sundays. So just so you know, you can do this at any time of day. What I usually recommend is find what works for you, whatever suits your schedule best. That's the great thing about yoga. You can do it early in the morning, and it's going to get you energized and get you in a positive frame of mind to start your day. Or you can kind of settle down with it late in the day and go to bed feeling really calm and relaxed. So I don't really think there's a wrong time of day to do it. If you look in the quick start guide, it'll also tell you what equipment you need. They do say that a yoga mat is required. I actually don't always use my yoga mat. I do always work out on a rug, and sometimes my hands and feet do slip. So it is good to have a yoga mat so that you can stick the poses and your feet aren't slipping and all that kind of stuff. But you could probably make do without. You might, if you maybe aren't as flexible, you might need yoga blocks or a blanket that you can kind of fold up underneath you during some of the poses. And then they also say you might need a yoga strap or like a belt or a tie or something like that to use in some of the exercises. So I do encourage you to at least read through the quick start guide if you don't print it out. Now the pose tracker, they actually encourage you to take before and after pictures of yourself in some poses so that you can see and measure how far you've come. In most of my programs, people do take before and after pictures and before and after measurements. Because in my other groups, we really focus heavily on nutrition and portioning and getting all that down pat, and people really do see a huge transition sometimes. I am expecting in this program that I think that the differences and the transitions that you will see in this program will be related more to like flexibility and strength and balance and things of that nature. Since I'm not incorporating a nutrition plan with this, I don't expect, you know, anyone to lose a lot of weight or anything like that. If you want to, I'm happy to help you on the side and give you a nutrition plan and help you figure that part out. But really, this group is just going to focus on yoga. I will be putting up daily posts about yoga, meditation, what to expect from the day's workout, just anything I think might be inspirational, motivational for the workout or for the day. What else do I want to tell you? Let me go ahead and give you a tour of the website, and I'm sure things will come up as I'm doing that, and I'll fill in what I've missed out. So I'm going to share my screen. Everyone should have a Beachbody On Demand account now. I've already logged in because I can't type a password and talk at the same time. So you will go to teambeachbody.com. Up here, there'll be a little sign-in button. You click on that, type in your username and password, and then you are into the website. You're going to come over here to the top left-hand corner where it says Beachbody On Demand and click on that. And now just to point out, you will have access to this. Okay, why didn't you just go straight to the mic? I think it's going to make me log on again. No, don't. Okay. Safari wants, okay, yes, allow. Sorry, I thought I had this all set up, so I think it took me too long to get the video set up. All right, it's gonna make me type in. Hang on just one sec. Let me type in my information. Oh, no, it remembers it. Stop. Get out of the way. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. I had everything set up, and it took me a few tries to get the video recording, and I guess it just timed out and kicked me out of there. All right, so since 3-Week Yoga Retreat is new, it's typically going to be the first thing you see. If not, you can scroll down, and it will be in your member library. You will also have access to all this other free stuff, so I encourage you to check it out if you're interested. 3-Week Yoga Retreat, like I said, it's going to have all the workouts, and it's broken down very nicely. Before I get started, I'm going to show you over here. This is the quick start guide on the right-hand side. You click on that, and it'll download the PDF file for you to take a look at or print out. Class calendar, same thing as the calendar I was just showing you. Pose tracker, same thing. So all of the printed information is over here for you to take a look at and download and print if you so choose. So it's all broken up very nicely. Foundation week 1, day 1, day 2, you can see the duration, and you just click on it and it'll play and you can do your workout. Here are the take 10s. If you go on to week 2, everything's organized right there. Progression week 3, there's that. So just to bring this to your attention, There are some short beginner basic videos that you might want to watch before you start. You can see they're on either like there's one on mindfulness, there's one on certain poses like downward dog, cobra, squats, engaging the core, all the warrior poses. So most of these are 3-4 minutes long. It looks like one is 6 minutes long. I do encourage you, if you have never done a yoga class, if yoga is completely new to you, I do encourage you to take a look through these. Even if you have done a lot of yoga, you still might get something from it. So go ahead and take a look. Like I said, they are short videos. And then you have the option to do any of the workouts without music. So that's just the same workouts down here, but without music. What else do I want to tell you? Let me think. Let's see here. Something came to my brain and now I'm forgetting. So for those of you who have been in my groups before and you are doing the health bet, if this is the only group that you are in, please do record your health bet information here. So that means you have to log 3 workouts and 5 shakes each week. If you're in my other group, please just do it there. But I wouldn't do it both places. I would just figure out which one you're going to do it and stick to that. And also to warn you, those of you who are only in this group, I do run another group and I am doing a different program in that group. So you might see me doing double workouts. You might see me posting some other things in here. So just know I am running another group with ladies who want a full nutrition plan. And so I have that going on simultaneously. We have some other things going on that I'm mentioning that may not make sense to those of you who are just joining us for yoga. So now what I would love for you to do is to, let's see if I can stop my share and get back to me. I would love for you to introduce yourself. Tell me your name, your age, where you are, anything interesting about you, you know, what you do for a living, how many kids you have, just something so we can get to know each other. And I would love to know your background and experience with yoga. Have you done yoga before? In what capacity? For how long? Did you like it? Why not? And then any questions you might have for me, either about this program, about yoga, anything you're hoping to get out of this group. We will again start on Monday. I will do a daily post every single day by probably 5 a.m. And if you want to come back at the end of the day, there is a place to log your workout. I sometimes do contests. I might give a prize at the end to the person who does the most yoga workouts. And so it's just always nice to log that and keep up with that. So welcome. I am so glad you're joining me for this. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. And I really look forward to doing more yoga and doing this program with you. And again, thank you for joining me.